Hi, and sorry for the appearance. Things have been a little crazy lately, if you've noticed. But with everything going on today, I'm sure you're worried about your future, your family, your health, or maybe what you're gonna watch on Netflix, or Hulu, or whatever streaming platform you use to kill your time. But with this in mind, I wanted to just introduce you to foreign films and the rise of popularity today. With this movie Parasite and many others, such as The Admiral, The Intouchables, and Instructions Not Included, these are all foreign films that have opened the eyes of many throughout the world to the foreign film industry. Now, there have been studies such as the declining rate, and for example, this would be an article written by Anthony Kaufman, which states that there's a steady decline for foreign language box office, and the top 5 foreign language movies that was released in 2007 reached $38 million, while only $15 million in 2013. Now, this is less than a decade and has changed by 61%. And that's a great deal, especially in such a short amount of time. And knowing me, I love movies, but I'm also Korean as well. You know? So that means that as much as I do enjoy the Avengers and all that good stuff, I do like my fair share of Korean movies as well. And one problem that may occur is that there are subtitles, or they're not in a language that is, preferred or understood commonly. And this may cause those decrease in sales for those foreign language movies. But with this recent release of the movie Parasite, I believe that this reopened the eyes, once again, for a majority of people today. This movie not only became the stepping stone for the appreciation and the popularity of foreign films to grow, but it used its dark humor as well as compelling social commentary towards the issues of the lower class. With the release of this movie in late 2019, director Bong Joon-ho and his cast received many, many awards. Some of these including the Palme d'Or, which is a French award, which is considered most of the prestigious award that a film can receive. It also received 4 Oscars for Oscars 2020 for the Best Picture, Directing, International Film Feature, and Writing. And this is the first time a non-English or a foreign film has received this before in the United States. It also received a 99% on Rotten Tomatoes and the best movie of 2019 on IMDb. Now, with this movie, I just wanted to depict some scenes and their underlying meanings, which this is very scattered throughout, without spoiling the movie, of course. So, in this first scene, we see Mr. Park. This is Mr. Park, which is in his house, is known as a semi-basement home. And this home, this home only has access to sunlight through those small windows placed just above the ground, only offering a partial view of the outside world. And also during this opening scene, there's a fumigation that takes place on their street, and Mr. Park decides that they should leave their windows open in order to allow the fumigation to enter their home to fumigate the pests in their house. But who exactly are the pests? And that's for your interpretation. In this next scene, a storm takes place in the movie. big storm takes place within the movie, and the Park family comes home to what is now a submerged house, or the submerged semi-basement home. And as everything is underwater, they've lost everything. They've lost all their belongings, and they're trying to scavenge everything that they can, and their possessions. While on the right side is the Kim family. This family is higher on the socioeconomic scale and is generally untouched by the weather. In this last scene, a lot takes place, and it is known as the climax of the movie. When Mr. Kim is trying to grab his keys in order to flee because of the chaos that erupts during the scene, he is found underneath a body, and when Mr. Kim reaches for the keys, he covers his nose, and when Mr. Park sees this, he's enraged. He's aggravated because throughout the movie, he was ridiculed because of his smell, and obviously he seems very displeased. And throughout the film, this smell signified the smell of the lower class, which was described as like a boiled rag or a spoiled radish, and also later on described as a smell that lingers for when people ride the subway, so which is the working middle class. And this movie is depicted with a lot of these scenes, and I believe that with the continuation of the appreciation and the exposure of foreign films, great movies such as this will grab the attention of a greater audience in the future. A little quote from the director of this movie gave his own little insight, and it says, "It seems very obvious that Parasite refers to the poor family, but if you look at it the other way, you can say that the rich family are also parasites in terms of labor. They can't wash dishes, they can't drive themselves, and they leech off the poor family's labor, so both are parasites." I hope you enjoyed the speech and maybe sparked your interest in some of these foreign movies. Thank you.